If the game gives me the opportunity to change out my attribute points and I actually get a decent spell, then the likelihood that I go mind is very high. Bertine isn't exactly being friendly to me. Yes, that really isn't like her, but right now she's not being nice to me either. She's always staring at me as if I were a wayward. Lately her mood has gotten even worse. Too bad, it used to be so different. What could I do to help her? Even our sweet Kay can't cheer her up, but Rourke might be able to. Is everything alright with Bertine? Oh, Bertine, she's been taking it pretty hard. Anatoly was like a father to her. She must be very lonely. That reminds me of the time when I wanted to cut up some cabbage for my stew. Cabbage was very lonely and didn't want to be cooked all by itself, and refused to let me cut it up. To err is cabbage. And what did you do with the lonely cabbage? Well, I went and got a second cabbage. A grumpy cabbage won't taste that good after all. Everything has feelings, everything is alive. One day you two will learn that, at least when you're being cooked by yourself. Anywho, the meal with the 2 cabbages was particularly delectable. Airplane. I was so close to axing the blind guy. That was a good distance away. He was safe. I was safe. What are you saying? Anyway, go to Bertine and be her second cabbage. She alone cannot save the stew, but with your help, you could do it together. Right, fine, I'll be a nice person. Those people just need that tough love, you know? He tries to snuggle up to her, whimpering. Go away, you stupid piggy. Hay is hit, squeals, and falls on its side, then pulls himself up and runs away with his tail between his legs. Forgive me, Anatoly, I should have come with you. It's all my fault. You can't just kick Kay. Want me to kick you too, or what? Anatoly would still be alive if Kay hadn't run off into the forest primeval. He just went after him alone, darn fool. The darned apparition found Anatoly. He didn't come back. Of course, Kay, the stupid critter, went unscathed. And now you're pinning all this on this tiny little piglet. You're that keen, I can pin this on you, too. How can I avenge Anatoly if even he has fallen? Come on, let's finish off the apparition together. If you want to help me, if someone's got my back, then I could really pull it off. Finally, we can avenge Anatoly. The apparition will wish it had never come here. Anatoly, give me strength, I shall avenge you. You're ready, I want to move out. I'm going to slay the apparition. Let's go right now. Finally, come on, we'll show that apparition what we're made of. For Anatoly. Actually, I should have waited. I have a way out of the forest, a quick way. And I could have learned some stuff. The reluctance to be a nice person. No, it's just, if you're depressed and stuff like that, and people are trying to get you out of that depression, and it's just not working, then, you know, you gotta give some tough love. Until he went this way, it's dangerous from here on out. Keep your eyes open. But be careful, it wouldn't be the first time that the Black Flame burns someone's skin off. And you really can get us through there safely. You've never been through the Black Flame, have you? Without a spark, that'd hardly have been possible. It doesn't. That's what I'm here for. Stay by my side. I'll guide us safely through the Black Flame. See, not a single scratch. And now we will take care of the apparition that killed Anatoly. It shall pay. Come on. Over there. Darn spider spawn. Let's show them. Let's eradicate them for Anatoly. You said it, for Anatoly. Bubble, bubble, toil in trouble. Must be somewhere nearby. Its brood is all around here. Uh-oh, you asked for a 10 feet tall bear. You're getting a 10 feet tall spider. There's the 8-legged beast. For Anatoly. I'm stuck. Over here, you sucker fool sucker. Darn it. Creature's gotten away. We've got to follow it. Are you nuts? Can't just go charging into the fog. Look, the bones over there. Are they? Anatoly probably isn't the only one who's fallen victim to it. I swear I will find this apparition, Anatoly, even if it's the last thing I do. He picks up her knife and cuts into her palm. And I'll rest until I've avenged Anatoly. I'll help you avenge Anatoly. First I must prepare myself and find it. Now I'm gonna take you back to the others. Better hurry up and come along. Daimo needs to hear about this. All that's left are bones. Cute spider? I don't think there's such a thing. What's for dinner? Should be noted that your dinner tonight is a healthy pot, noodle, and Jaffa cakes. I think I'm gonna have pasta today. You can do the rest on your own. Tell Daimo that we've chased the apparition away. I'll get ready to hunt it down and finish it. Bertine and I took care of the apparition. Is it true the apparition's no longer a problem? What about Bertine? Has she gotten her revenge? The apparition has fled. Bertine's not exactly happy about it. Thank the boar. I'm sure Bertine will recover. She needs time. Revenge is not the path of virtues. She'll see that for herself. I don't think Bertine will recover so quickly. The mighty boar shall take her back once she's ready. Now we can focus on Burka's rite of passage. She's waited a long time, and She's worked hard for it. The mighty boars shall receive her. What's a rite of passage? Everyone here has their spark. Burko's the only one who still doesn't. But she will receive hers once she completes her rite of passage, provided that the boar deems her worthy. Now that you know our virtues, you should also take part in the ritual and learn about it. Are you ready for this? The spark will light up the entire forest, and everyone in Drova will see the radiance. Need more time. Alright, I need to go learn some stuff and be a better fighter and whatnot. What happened to sushi? I already had sushi. I got sushi on Sunday. It was delicious. Started getting this, so my go-to is the dragon roll. And it has eel and avocado. Get over here, sucker. And it is very, 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 very delicious. But the place that I've been going to, they've been giving me a free sushi roll lately. Like the last, I don't know, like 8 times that I've been there, they've given me a free sushi roll. And it's really nice. So I've tried out a couple of different ones, and now I've tried out one called the Special Cucumber. And instead of being wrapped in rice, it's like fish, the crab mixture, and like something else. And the outside is wrapped in cucumber. And it is so good. So unbelievably good. Well, I hear it. Oh, hear the crap out of me. I hear a mandragora. Got it. Kicking piglets probably won't engender acceptance in the boar. Oh. Sure, you know, that's not wrong. Have I climbed down this well before? Some of these, if not all of those coins, are mine. feel like I've been in here before. I guess I haven't. I was like, what the heck is it? Well, you don't think you've had eel and sushi before? Is it served cooked or raw? It is cooked. I wouldn't say that it has like a particularly powerful taste or anything like that. You know, it's basically just fish in many respects. But it's nice. It's my favorite sushi roll is the dragon roll. Very, very good. I think I've told this story sometime or before, but I took my mom to go get sushi, and for the longest time she would not have the dragon roll despite it being my favorite of them and looking so delicious and smelling so delicious. She would just refuse to try it. And eventually, she finally gave in and tried it, and it's her favorite sushi roll now. So, or at least it was back then. She could have had sushi in the meantime. But eel is indeed yummy. Go this way first. Getting very, very distracted. Oh, this is a worm? 2 worms? I don't know if I want to fight 2 worms. 1 worm is plenty worm. Big worm? There's these worms. Okay, I was like, are these worms guarding nothing? Oh, this is the cellar. What you're hiding in. I don't need all that. Get out of here. back to what I was trying to do. Although... Nemeton, please. You get it? As an Asian, you find having rice outside of the seaweed very heretical. I think all of the sushi rolls that I eat have rice outside of the sushi. Or outside of the seaweed, rather. I can say that I prefer the rice inside the seaweed. For sure. But I don't consider it heretical. It's just different. Teach me that. You need to become one with your axe. Right. Now I do 50% more damage. Oh, I need 4 LP for that, so I just need 1 more. Alright, let's get this stepping. Any like quick quests that I can do here to maybe give me a level up? Doesn't look like it. Do this real quick, I guess. Let's fight. Let's fight. Where did he go? It's all going in the same mouth? What does that mean, Dante? That sushi, if I'm getting sushi, that sushi's going in my mouth. It ain't going nowhere else. I've beaten Katie and Fester. I'm now ready for the arena. I noticed you certainly impressed Katie and Fester. Proximus runs the arena and the Remnant's camp. Always looking for new fighters. So far, only Sinestra is fighting there, but we want more people from Nemeton to join. Go to Proximus, tell him I've sent you. It should be enough for you to be allowed to fight there. Show the remnants how we Nemeton fight. Bring glory to Nemeton. Won't disappoint you. Take me to the tavern. It's true. You just find handling rice a bit odd, but rice wrapped up, not a problem. Well, I eat sushi with chopsticks, so I actually don't run into the issue of like traditional. I don't touch, I guess, the sushi with my hands, and that's like the main thing that kind of just gets in the way. Oh, it's not like a super big bother or anything like that. I just think that it tastes better with the rice on the inside, and I know that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but you know, like tasting the seaweed on the outside of the sushi just adds something great to it. And like having the rice on the outside, like you don't get that instant hit of flavor. Ready for the ritual. Bonded, gather at the grove of the sparks. Burka's rite of passage is at hand. Step forward, wayward soul. Join our ranks and take part in Burka's rite of passage. Burka, enter the grove. Devote yourself to the sparks. Rourke, Taryn, you start strengthening the covenant. Do nothing. Mighty Boar, we stand before you to bring you our bonded friend Burka. Bring my spark, everything suddenly feels warm. Burka has been chosen. The sparks and the Mighty Boar deem her worthy. May this decision the divinities. What? Another spark for Axelrod. Impossible. I extend my hand towards the spark. Briefly touches your fingers. Warmth flows through your hand and the rest of your body. Briefly feel comfortable and safe, but the feeling dissipates as quickly as it came. Two of the bonded have been chosen. This has never happened before. A sign. Mighty Boar, we accept your decision and welcome these two bonded into our ranks. Mm-hmm. You've truly earned it, Burka. The forest has accepted you. You two have been chosen. If the Mighty Boar doesn't doubt you, neither will I. You're one of us. Accept our virtues as your own. Unbelievable. The Mighty Boar is truly unpredictable. Really and truly, none of us here expected that. How come I was chosen? Mighty Boar has looked upon you and deemed you worthy. That's good enough for us. We don't doubt its judgment. What do you mean I'm one of you? Whoever wishes to join the bonded usually has to venture to the roots of the mother in order to be accepted by the Mighty Boar, but it already accepted you. You now have your spark. It shall accompany you in the forest primeval. It can protect you and open up new paths for you if you trust it. I trust it. Spark has established a deep connection with you. It perceives your feelings. It shall protect you. Once we're done here, I'll explain everything. Now that the Spark has chosen you, I shall go with you before the mother. But now, speak to the other bonded. They wish to congratulate you. I want to talk to these sucker food suckers. I wish I could choose the color I wanted. There you are, the wayward soul that was never wayward. I'll see you in camp. Sure, come cook with me. Congratulations, you managed it after all. Are we done here then? The seeds don't get planted on their own. Want a surprise? Congratulations on your spark. Thank you, that's kind of you. Everything all right? Yes, it's only I've done so much for the forest primeval, and now I finally got my spark, and you'd barely arrived here and have already gotten one. Not your fault or anything. All right, let's both be glad. Meet in camp. Yes, see you around. Here's to our new arrival. I didn't trust you, but I do trust the mighty boar. It says you're one of us, so I shall welcome you. Alright, I gotta talk to Kay. There you go, Kay. Let's go. Wait. Rite of passage is now over, so we're about to go before the mother again. How does it feel to have your own spark? I can hardly believe it. Nobody around here has done that. Nobody has ever gotten a spark without completing the journey, but you must show your respect to the mighty boar. To do so, you must sacrifice a talisman to the mother, talisman that was touched by your blood. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let me pour a few drops of your blood onto these talismans. Your essence will merge with them. So, my essence, your life, your soul, what makes you, you. What do I need the talismans for? For the mighty boar. He grabs your hand, sticks a needle in it, and some blood oozes out. Ignore the pain. That ought to be enough. We can head for the mother now. Follow me. Unagi is your favorite? Unagi. That's eel, right? Black flame, it feeds on the light. I can already feel the proximity to it darkening my mind. You already have your spark by your side. The black flame should no longer be able to harm you. Follow me through. Here we are. Take this talisman and attach it to the root. That way the mighty boar will form a bond with you. Root shape reminds you of a wild boar. Is it supposed to symbolize the mighty boar? You sense something trying to connect with your innermost being. Attach the talisman. Fix the bloodstained talisman to the root, and suddenly you sense a deep connection stirring deep inside you. Something is trying to reach your conscious mind. It seems as if you're hearing a boar screaming in the distance, but Daimo doesn't appear to be reacting to it at all. Suddenly everything around you seems to fade into the distance. Something appears in your mind. No longer is it the mother's root sitting in front of you, but rather companions who are looking at you expectantly. Behind them, blackness is wafting like flames. Powerful presence is accompanying you, seemingly guiding you and your companions. Now the flames are no longer hazardous. It all vanishes, and once more you're looking at the root. The spark is drawing circles around you in the air. Is the spark trying to tell you something? It seems agitated. I don't understand you. Spark's glow flickers as if it's trying to communicate. Does it want you to visit the other roots too? Did you feel anything? Has the mighty boar noticed you? Felt a presence, and my spark reacted too. The spark, the mighty boar, has recognized you in your bond. Surely you have noticed the power of the sparks. The black flame is an unnatural force in this forest. Anyone who enters it without the light of a spark feels all their life fading. The entire forest has adapted to the flames. Everything glows, even the animals. Everything is connected to the mighty boar, unlike we humans. This is why the boar sends the sparks. Their blessings enable us to pass through the black flame. This is the mighty boar's way of helping us to live here. Boar must have great power. That's the way it is. The sparks are his way of blessing us. You have received your spark, even before the journey to the mother. If you still undertake the journey, you can be assured of the mighty boar's respect. If you still wish to take the journey to the roots. Yes. There are 2 more offshoots. One to the northeast and one to the south. Find the roots. Introduce yourself to the mighty boar and become a full-fledged member of the bonded. I've seen the one to the south. Hey, Exeron, you're part of the bonded. Congratulations. I'm making Anatoly's former favorite, delicious mushroom soup. Thanks for congratulating me. You're welcome. I've already added all the ingredients, well, except for the mushrooms, which is why... got it. You want me to gather those mushrooms? I know, that was totally unexpected. There's a problem with that. The mushrooms are underground. You have to sniff them out, and that's what you need Kay for. Isn't there another way? Kay is already very friendly with you. You won't regret it. Kay has this incredible sense for finding the best mushrooms. When you feed him, he usually darts off right away to get more. Could you take him to find some more? I'll see if I find time for this. You do the folks here a great favor. Ever since Anatoly died, everyone's a bit on edge. 3 mushrooms would be enough for me to whip up a meal. Never forget.
Huh.
Let's take the south one. I think it was over here. Doesn't look right. I don't think I've ever been over here. Oh yeah, I remember this. Not what I thought that would be. How do I lower that down? That's the question. Ugh. Gets me every time. Every time. This is why I hate this forest. Bunch of suckle-foo suckers jumping out of nowhere. Scaring the crap out of me. And now where am I? Spot is very suspicious. More suspicious spots. Makes that somewhat worthwhile. Sometimes there's just so much black flame all over the place. It's like, are you hiding something from me over here? Or are you just putting black flame over here? "12 minutes to find." Came down here looking for. You don't want none of this smoke. Thought it was around here somewhere. Suckers. Have I been in this cave before? No, I have not. That's how I get that sword. Yep. All right. And it's in the south. I remember seeing it somewhere. Cave down there. I don't know if I've been in that cave. This is interesting. I got the shape of a charging bore and the congealed Right? Okay, I just learned a new spell. Focus your primal magic energy to summon a spirit boar that charges in the line of magical damage. Sure. Put that there. What a great find this was. Not what I was looking for, but I will take it. Hey, Oksana, there's someone there. What? Oh, crap. Did you butcher one of the piglets in Terran's litter? Terran's what? Who is that, anyway? Don't get too close. We don't want anything to do with the weirdos from around here. Weirdos? Yes, you're one of them, too. You've got one of those weird flying things by your side. You're gonna pay what you did to that piglet. Why? It tastes pretty good. We've got to get by somehow. There's two of us and one of you. Be reasonable and stow that weapon. I am the Force Primeval's right hand of vengeance. You shall pay for that piglet's life. You asked for it. No, I think you asked for it. Suckers. At this route, there are fewer piglets than one in the refuge. Touch the talisman. Talisman on one of the piglets detaches itself from the root and looks around puzzled. Everyone seems scared. Don't worry, little one, I shall not hurt you. Piglet relaxes, but still appears a bit reserved. Approach slowly and pet. When cautiously your hand approaches the piglet, seemingly unworried, it stares at you with its big eyes. Reach for the piglet and lovingly caress its head. The piglet leans into your hand, appears very relaxed. Suddenly the piglet turns around and flees. Sense that the piglet is running deep into the forest primeval, but you don't know what it intends to do. And your connection to the piglet is abruptly severed. You're being flooded with ambiguous feelings, tremendous grief, but at the same time, hope for the future. Was this some kind of portent? Suddenly, a dead tree appears in front of your mind. Gray leaves are dwindling to the ground, crumbling into dust. No, turning into blood that seeps into the ground. Blood you will spill. A comforting presence embraces you, whispering forgiveness for transgressions that you have yet to be committed. Alright, I wasn't that far off. How did they even get in here? Six minutes to find the last one. It's turning into that whole forest critters bit from South Park. I'm not familiar with that one. I haven't seen a South Park episode in a very long time. They like blood and are very cute. I guess that kind of reminds me of, there's an animated show called Happy Tree Friends, and that is just full of death and destruction. To the north. I've also got a spark now. Another glowy gizmo. Where did you snag that? Just paid in the ritual and the spark just flew to me. It's come in handy at night, having a candle on your shoulder. Yeah, darn right. Buckle. Where's the other piggy? Is that a bear? What the heck? Feels good to slap up a bear. Nah, I mean... Across a viciously mangled corpse, the cause of death isn't discernible. Apparently, too many animals have already been gnawing on it. Examine. Can't identify the deceased. Therefore, I will take what it cannot use. Find this. Am I? Hey, free beer. I don't know how much we value the beer when it's been covered in, well, flame that burns your skin off. I have no idea where that is. Oh, do you guys have a piece of the armor here? it. Talk about it. I don't think I've picked up. Oh, but maybe it's in that spot. Treasure map. Be anywhere. Suckers. That look like spider stuff on the ground? I think it's right here, actually. Lucky me. Fortunately, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I'm out of time. I need to find a way to see if I can get over there. Don't know how. Get off me, bruh. I can't get over there. Really do not want to spend the next however long in the next stream looking for these darn piggies. that's what I'm gonna do. Circle. And then go east. Go north. Once I reach the stone circle, I'll have to continue east until I reach a rise behind the black flame. It's supposed to be behind that. Ah. Found it. I've also found a bear. Finally. Alrighty. I'm gonna call it quits here for today. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific time, and we will continue with some more Drova, Forsaken Kin. I don't think I have anything else, so with that, see ya the next time I see ya. Peace.